Welcome to the Wargamist, and we are here now, game 4 for Ashenhalt.
Yeah, game 4.
Yeah. Tim's back. So we've all had a game each, and we've all lost one and won one each.
Have we?
So it's even Stevens across the board at the moment.
Very nice.
We're going to do something different today. It's a custom mission using the Rolling Roads scenario. Now, there isn't 40k Rolling Roads. We have adapted this from Necromunda, if you've ever played that. It's a wonderful game. And so we're imagining here the storyline is there's a Tau convoy. We're going to call it patrol ambush. It's a Tau convoy. We're going out into the desert trying to root out these militia, and all of a sudden, you spring up.
Yeah, convoy heads down a canyon, and waiting at the end, there's a roadblock with the guard set up behind it.
Exactly. So, at that point, the Tau have basically kill or escape. Is our mission. So it's actually going to be quite simple in terms of scoring the objectives. I'll put some rules up now, but basically I will score points as the Tau defender by escaping off the far board edge, and you will score points as the attacker for every unit that you kill, basically. Yes. And we'll just balance it up at the end to keep it nice and simple because there's no objectives. The big thing that is important is that the terrain will move. It's a rolling roads. So at the beginning of every player's turn, everything except for vehicles will move 6 inches backwards from left to right, and you'll see that play out basically. I'm not going to go through absolutely every detail, but essentially if a vehicle hits a terrain piece, you'll get mortal wounds. If terrain falls off the edge, it comes back on the other edge. We roll off to see who places it, that kind of stuff. It's a bit of a fun one, and it should be, the complex part of it is the table moving rather than scoring missions, right? Yes. Agendas, do you want to tell us about your 2 agendas?
Yeah, so for the guard, we've got propaganda targets. So that's Grant will
pick 3 things.
Pick 3 units that I've got to kill.
It's almost like it's part of the theme today, killing my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other part of the theme is hold the line. So I score XP on my warlord for every turn that there isn't the Tau, filthy, in my deployment zone.
Yeah, fair. Which is bang on for what it's happening, really. You've got to stop me getting through that board edge, yeah. Exactly. A lot of the Tau agendas are kind of focused on markers or objectives, and obviously all that's going to be travelling off the board. So I've just put stuff that kills as well. I've gone cut off the head, so 2 XP for killing your character, 3 XP, 4 XP if it's a warlord, and I've gone strike and purge for my second agenda, which is a unit that has deep strike. If it kills something, it gets 1 XP. If it came in from deep strike, it gets 2 XP as well. So that's pretty simple. So just quick updates on the Tau army. I've expanded. I think I've gone up to 1,800 as my supply limit now from all the games and leftover RP from the beginning. And I've just diversified. I've just put in armor and other things. So, but for this mission, I think we're going to play 1,400. I think my list here is about 1,365 or 37, so just under. Doesn't really matter. But the core backbone will be my 2 commander brothers, Cold Star and Enforcer, with their units, Fire Knife and Star Scythe. They'll probably start in Deep Strike to come down and harass a flank or whatever. I then will have 2 Breacher teams. I've got a second one added into the list. One of them will have the Fireblade, Guiding Light, who you could say that he's part of the patrol, and he may be a priority target from the guard, perhaps. They'll both be in a Devilfish, so again I've added a Devilfish to the list. I will bring the trusty Ghost Kill, and I've added a second Ghost Kill to the list because it turns out they annoy both the GSC and the guard. And then the nicest part I've put on is 2 Hammerheads. They're only 145 points. 2 Hammerheads, bringing in a bit of army just as support along this patrol. And I think my stealth suits are in there as well. That's me.
So today we are bringing the entire guard force. I think after the first battle against the Tau, the Field Ordnance Battery went bye-bye. But in addition to what was brought against the Genestealer cults, we're bringing back the Kazakin, the Armoured Sentinel, and on top of that, we've added a Chimera, just to truck around some guardsmen, a Catchan Heavy Weapon Squad, I think it is, with mortars, and a Cyclops Demolition Vehicle to go suicide bombing. And finally, we've added a character. It's Captain Severin Brax, Cadian Castellan, for a few more orders.
Okay, so we are all deployed. No scout or anything yet. So basically this is my 12-inch box for my deployment zone. I've been for quite classic, it looks good. You know, 2001 Sandhow comes back. We've got a Devilfish with breaches, we've got a Devilfish with breaches with fire, guiding light, Fireblade, and then 2 hammerheads. And out on the flanks, because they can, we've got a Ghost Kill number 1 and a Ghost Kill number 2. And then we have some infantry here, which will eventually move off the battlefield. But just so everybody's aware, the direction of travel is that way. So anything that's a vehicle pointing in the right direction will stay where it is. Terrain, markers, anything pointing sideways will all move. So on Tim's first turn, this whole lot will move 6 inches to give the impression of flying forwards. Tim, talk us through your deployment.
So we've got both Demolisher Russes on the right flank with the Hydra in support.
Yep.
Squad of Guardsmen, Engineers and Mortar Team.
Perfect.
And then moving over to the left flank, there's the Artillery Team with the Siege Cannon.
Yep.
Catchans ready to scout forward.
Yep. Take the line.
Then we've got the 10 Kriegers with the Command Squad. And the Rough Riders.
Yep.
Then there's an Armoured Sentinel and a Chimera with Kazakin and the Cadian Castellan.
And then...
Oh yeah,
Charlie.
The Cyclops Demolition Vehicle.
Charlie, the Cyclops Demolition Vehicle. So it's quite thematic. So all of this, because it's all...
Who could.
Yeah, the Demolition Vehicle who could. Who appeared in a... he was in a Horde mode game a while back. He did very well, yes. So thematically, he's on either side, right? So you imagine these 2 bits of rocks, and as the Tau come down the causeway, they see this is the Aegis defense line, but we're just using it as a terrain, not the actual model. You can see that they're waiting to spring their trap, basically, and then all hell will break loose, and eventually it will become a rolling road. So at the moment, because these are all pointing that way, they will all move with the table, and then Tim will have to turn them round to be, otherwise he'll just lose the tower and you'll get pushed down the battlefield, basically.
Assuming I want to not move down.
Yeah, true. You'll be taking shots at me as I get past, but there's quite a gauntlet to go through. So we'll see. In Deep Strike, I have my 2 Crisis with the 2 Crisis commanders with their teams, and that is it. But the attacker has first turn. We'll remove the dice, do some scouting, and come back. So I'm just not going to do this every turn, but I'm just going to show that everything has essentially moved. So all this terrain has moved. There was a piece of terrain here that fell off, and this all moved down basically. The vehicles stayed because they chose to keep up with the pace. They've moved up. Same as the Ghost Kills. Everything has shifted down. All of Tim's stuff has shifted down. I've basically moved closer to the wall here. We rolled off, and whoever wins the roll off just puts down the terrain that's fallen off on, and he just has to be against the wall. So that is it basically. I put it here because it kind of forces Tim to move this, but he's going to move this anyway and blow up my tanks all the way over there. So Tim, turn 1. So Ashenhalt Reborn, turn 1. What did you do? One of my tanks is gone.
Yes. So just in general pushed up with most of my stuff. Infantry's holding back to be a bit of a roadblock.
Yeah, fair.
But we've got the Rough Riders not quite getting a good enough advance to get hidden. So we'll see if they survive.
But you killed me stealth suits.
Killed the stealth suits.
These plasma popped off really well.
Yeah, first rank, second rank with take aim to ignore your stealth. That's very nice.
And then the unit here that died, they just decanted here, so they'll try and run up the board as much as possible, but they're probably quite dead now. Thanks for that.
Let's hope so.
Well, they're just going to get moved off the board, aren't they?
Yeah, and then nothing I could do could take out that rail rifle thing. Hammerhead.
We'll see. See how we go on. But yeah. All right. Ashenhalt Liberation Cadre, turn 1 for me. So we were taken very much by surprise, and what actually happened, maybe I fucked up and Tim pointed out here, is I created a parking lot and then I just slammed straight into this, which is a bit dumb of me really, because if I stayed still, the hammerhead would have flown off the back. So they've taken some wounds for smashing into the terrain and then into each other, and then they just swiftly moved over here. Ghost Kill came over this way. This stayed still because rail rifles have heavy. They advanced forward. I kind of just kept him where he was. But basically these, as always, Tim hates them, they unloaded. And I think they killed your Kaskin last turn, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, so there's a grudge token on them.
It's going in the book.
Yeah, I would. And then the only one that had marker lights is this unit. So they had to spot the tank that was here to get rid of cover. And then I think this guy did 10 wounds with his railgun.
Yes.
Didn't do anything with the Seekers, and I think it was then this Seeker here that popped it out in the end, basically. And then this spotted the tank here and spent the CP to also give himself a ballistic skill, but because it doesn't have ignore cover, you got a 6 on your save.
I did.
Which is very lucky. So the rail rifle didn't do anything, and the 2 Seeker missiles are spent as well. So we are where we are. And then there were some horses here who, got mopped up.
Are a red mist now.
Yeah, from 2 ghost kills, crossfire.
Oh, yeah.
So that is it. This guy's still on his own.
Kenny Castellan.
Gerald. What's he called? Severin or something.
Severin Brax.
Yeah, there we go.
I think.
Guard turn 2.
Okay, guard turn 2. We have the tank commander, Alwyn, pushed up the middle.
Handbrake turn.
Handbrake turn, yeah. Drifting in the
dust.
Drifting in the rust. So
you killed my tank.
Yeah, Demolisher. Smashed it. Lovely stuff.
However,
wasn't even close. But yeah, the hammerhead on 2 wounds.
For some reason, has stayed on 2 wounds.
He's still alive.
Rolled a 6 up twice. Yeah.
Oh god, that's annoying. Yeah, fired 2-3 las cannons at it.
2 las cannons.
A heavy bolter.
Because the Demolisher went from here to kill this one, right?
Yes. Yeah. I was hoping that a single las cannon with a reroll would hit. But
and then you whittled these guys down.
Whittled those guys down.
Turns
out it doesn't matter.
They're going to run off the board this next turn. And then your little, what was he called, Severin or whatever, jumped back in here. This was the heroic Chimera. He did a handbrake turn round, picked up the guy. I tried overwatching. You got 3 6s on your save roll.
I did.
And then he shot a lot of them, which as we turned out is pointless. And he's just hit him in combat. Now, the one thing that we haven't written the rules for is if you're engaged, do you carry on or not carry on? I think thematically you'd probably stop. I should probably be an inch further forward, but as it is, I think Ghost Kill's dead as a result.
Should we roll for it? 50-50?
No. I mean, it's limited. I've got stuff coming in as well, so it should be all right, but we'll see. Because I killed one of the Demolishers. If you had another Demolisher alive, I'd say roll for it. But
very fair.
Yeah, very fair. This did a bit of shooting, but didn't quite kill the Devilfish.
Fortunately not. 4 shots is just not enough.
I mean, it's going to be very hard for me to get up that end of the table, so we'll see. So Tau turn, my turn 2?
Your turn 2?
My turn 2. So I just swung everything round and kind of obliterated this corner as much as possible. I did, my poor lucky hammerhead had to stand still to get the heaviness. He hit you anyway on a 5. And then I did do some wounds to him. How many wounds did I do? 11,
4.
but then you, I think it was
Yes.
5 because then you had your Feel No Pain relic or something like
Yes,
that.
that's
and
right.
you got an astounding amounts at 5s and 6s.
I got 6 5s and 6s
crazy,
out
it was a
of
lot.
11 dice.
Yeah, so it was good. So it's fine, but he'll be pushed off, so that's what it is. So whittling, but this was the thing that was alive last time as well we played, so
Yes.
it is what it is. Yeah, so the engineer's gone, the Hydra's gone, and the mortars are gone, because these shot the Hydra. And then the Cold Star came down and absolutely murdered this unit here.
As expected.
As he did last time, I think. And then the Ghost Kill tried to pop out that, but it is what it is. But at this particular point, I don't think I have enough points left on the table to win, because you've killed a lot of stuff. But we're going to play a couple more turns for XP.
Cool.
Turn 3 for the guard.
Okay, turn 3. We've moved back to defend our deployment zone. It's not gone amazingly so far.
You killed another tank though.
Killed a tank that was on a few wounds.
Yeah.
Took out, what, 4 breaches?
A few more than that. Yeah, there's not many left. And then they'll just slowly disappear off the board edge in a minute.
Yeah.
But this guy's I'm sorry, he's a tank, but he is a tank. Literally. With his 5 up Feel No Pain, so much stuff, he's a whirling dervish running through the middle just shooting stuff.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a shame the Demolisher Cannon is so swingy.
Yeah, you got a 1 on the attack
Yeah,
stat.
so 2 shots was never fun.
Yeah. So there isn't a unit here, the Enforcer unit, because they have not an enhancement, Battle Honor, where once per game they can be picked up. So they've got shot, I think there's only one Crisis suit left and Enforcer, and they said enough's enough. And then the same with these ones here, they got shot, nothing happened, there's enough's enough, they've come off. And then it's just my Ghost Kill left on the board, basically. But I did manage to kill a Catachan with a Tau, so...
Yeah, Catachan didn't kill any breaches in response, which is a bit sad.
Combat Tau. Yeah. So, Tau turn 3. I mean, it is what it is. I tried to shoot some guys in with pistols. I killed 1, I think. I probably should have filled back. The Cold Star guys came back. For some reason, when they're not spotted, Tau don't hit very well. So you've got 1 guy left there. I completely ignored Alvin. He's too tanky. Can't do anything to him. Brought these guys down. Killed a siege weapon that was here and killed a little Severin, whatever his name is.
Severin something.
So,
Cadian Custom.
yeah, so killed a character and that was it really. So look, I think the reality of it is I have now not got enough points to get off the board and escape, and all the convoy that was here, these 6 breaches are the only thing left of the original convoy. These are the ones that came in to help, essentially. So they're just going to go, well, the convoy's dead, we're going home. So Tau are going to concede. Well done, your ambush, successful, sir.
Good game.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's an interesting concept. We need to tweak the rules a little bit around to make it more balanced.
Yeah, the scoring.
Scoring and then like remembering that the terrain's going to run into you is things we both forgot at a few occasions.
Yeah.
But again, clear the field and left you blooming him again.
Yeah, tank on the centre.
And he's got loads of XP this time.
Shame I didn't choose an agenda about being on the centre.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah, but till next time.
Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get my models.
Does he go with like a normal unit then?
So they add on to a command squad.
Oh, so you can have a giant unit.
So you can have them, a command squad,
And
blob of 20,
20.
a Ogren bodyguard, which I believe also attaches to the command squad,
Yeah, we're just not going to
and
die.
then an additional character. Yep.
Guard everybody.
So
It's bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit.
25.
Yeah. And you get allies as well.
30.
Where's the Space Marines? When are they going to come in? Town don't get allies. We got no friends.
Wow, we'll see.
We come from the galactic east and we have no friends.
Don't deserve allies. Filthy fucking Xenos.
So, usual bullshit. Game 4, Ashenhalt.
Ashenhalt Game 4. What are we calling the mission?
I can't remember. I made it up. Like today. Patrol ambush.
Patrol ambush.
Because it's not a convoy, it's just a patrol.
Yep.
Because we're sick of you guys everywhere. We're just patrolling the desert with heavy armor. And we're like, oh shit. We're kind of sneakily, we're trying to draw you out and just try and murder you as much as possible with some heavy armor bait, basically. But you know, whatever. Doesn't really matter.
I think from the guard perspective,
you're just like
the attack on the Tell base didn't go to plan.
So you're like
maybe something,
guerrilla warfare. Go into the canyons, fuck them up that way.
Something a little more.
Hide in the dust.
Yeah.
Spring from the dust.
Potentially takes a bit longer to reinforce, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Because all my suits will be in deep strike anyway. And they will come down, but yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, of course they will. And the ghost kills will be there anyway. I don't know, I think I am going to put this in as game 4. Because if you put it in game 3, it just cocks up all the XP and stuff. So it just doesn't make sense. So, what are you doing?
I've got super global jeans.
Striking green. What's it called? What's it? Streaking grime. Striking green. Just make up words. Yeah.